So, hello and welcome to my commentated walkthrough of speedrunning Claire Episode 1 Countdown Mode. I'm mostly going to be going over several tricks rather than just how to progress normally. So, from the start, I'm moving the camera with the right analog stick on top of steering Claire with the left stick while I'm running, because for some reason when you turn the camera it turns Claire more sharply, so it makes running a little bit more effective and you won't be bouncing into walls.
I wish I could tell you.
So in this room you can literally just hold the X button down and Claire will automatically make the jump, and if you line up she'll automatically go up the ladder. So up here is a little bit more of the camera directed running to get to the knife easily and skip past that door without accidentally opening it. And if you just hold forward and X, you won't get stuck like I did there. And in here you want to have the skill for the running knife attack, so Claire will just run and then be right at the window and jump over it. If you don't have that, she'll have to do this standing attack and it wastes a little bit of time.
I think we can squeeze under this. Give me a hand, Moira. Go! Stand back.
So in this cutscene here, I'm not really sure what it is. It's supposed to be a tutorial to teach how to use the knife, and I've had it end in 4 slashes and I've had it end in 6 slashes, and I'm not really sure what the trick is to get it to go 4 all the time. It just seems kind of inconsistent to me. I can't tell if there's like a sweet spot you're supposed to hit or not. But either way, after that, you need to push the case back again, and it takes a total of 11 pushes, and then you can just run straight out instead of having to shove it all the way to the wall. So if you want, you can choose to pick up that green herb. I choose to skip it, and in this room you need to do a little bit more of that camera directed running, but make sure you stop before you get that close to the door, because otherwise Claire's going to bounce off of it and you're going to waste time. And you also need to be careful in this room here so you don't get lodged behind that little bookshelf. So this room is interesting because it starts in a cutscene and you can't run. The game wants Gina to grab you, and also if you hold X here, you'll get stuck in another cutscene, so just walk forward and not hold X until you see that little prompt go away.
This must be the way out. Then we need to find a way through. Here.
So right here Claire gets tired, and normally if you're running, characters will just open doors, but if they're tired you have to press X. And you can actually skip this little time clock here for right now. You don't really need it, because there's another one immediately down here. And for this ladder to slide down it, just hold down and double tap X.
Key's over there.
So after picking the gun up, there's a little short dialogue, and in that time you can hit this tower over here, and you want to lead Moira a little bit backwards, so that when you swap to her you can just turn around, aim the light, and she'll immediately be on the key.
It's out of reach. Let me try shooting it down.
So after picking up the key, swap back to Moira since she's closer to the ladder, and you just want to go right up the ladder.
Watch out!
The trick for this room is that you can't advance to the next room until your partner is also up the ladder. So this is where the first set of RNG starts to play in, and I got really lucky and Claire made it up right behind me. If not though, this is when you destroy the little time tower thing over here to make up for the lost amount of time you'd have waiting for your AI partner to go up the ladder. So right here, 9 times out of 10, this guy's going to attack you, so you should dodge. And then I get hit by this guy over here. Now, through this door, I swap over to Claire, because her stamina meter has recharged. The two characters' stamina is separate from each other, so she can run it at a full burst for a bit of a longer time than Moira can, who just ran through the hallway. And you want to skip the shotgun and run right into the room and start this little dialogue cutscene here. Turn around and go get the shotgun, because otherwise you waste a little bit of time picking up the shotgun and then trying to angle yourself. After that, just go over here, pick up the ammo and the grenade.
Sorry. I forgot. Maybe we can find you something else.
If Moira got hung up or Claire got hung up in the room with the key, you can destroy that tower. Otherwise, you should have more than enough time to skip it for now and hit the little 3-minute reset timer that shows up like 2 rooms over from this one.
Claire, you saw that, right?
Yeah, I saw something.
So for this cutscene, you just always want to be walking forward. Claire can reload her guns or heal here, but it slows her down, so there's no real point to it. Just keep walking forward and hold X down so you start at a run when it ends, and you can get to the next room as quick as possible.
Is she talking to us or at us? Oh, that looks comfy.
Yeah, let's take one home.
Look at this machine. There's something stuck in it.
So for this section, you have to boost Moira to open this door up, but don't go through the door, because then the game will automatically swap over to Claire. Instead, just run to the back door and Claire will automatically join
Maybe
you.
once we're outside, we can find someone to help us.
So it's kind of preference here, whether you want to be Claire or Moira. I chose Claire just in case something went wrong and I needed to shoot. So there's a zombie hiding in the room over here, and I do a very poor job of avoiding him, and he grabs me. But you can just dodge right as you go past his door, and he will probably miss you. So this is another RNG section. Since you kind of leave your partner behind, if they get grabbed by any of the zombies up there, you can't go through this door, and your run's pretty much over. But you want to make sure to grab the exploding bottle, as well as the key right there, and push this bin so you don't have to fight the monster that shows up later. And if you need it, destroy the time tower, otherwise you can skip it if you hit the 3-minute reset one, because you'll have more than enough time anyways.
Of course they're heavy bugs.
So you don't actually need to destroy any more of the little time things anymore, since all of your bonus time is going to come from killing enemies, which happens a lot at the end of this episode. So just swap back to Claire and get out of the room.
Oh my god, are you okay?
Yeah, I was almost.
So I'm sure there's a pattern here for running past these things, and hopefully I can find that. But right now I'd rather just take the safe path and make sure that all of the enemies get killed. So you can run right past this guy, and I foolishly tried to dodge, and the startup slowed me, and he hit me during the startup of it. Which also in turn sort of set off the timer, or the balance of where these things are supposed to be, and I get stuck waiting for one a little bit later. So you want to swap to the shotgun on Claire right here, because you're going to swap over to Moira, which I'll explain in a little bit. But there's going to be a bunch of enemies, so Claire needs the shotgun since it's a little bit better at crowd control than the handgun. So as you make your way back to solve the cog puzzle, you want to be on Moira so she can run straight to the door and start taking little planks off of it. And then you're going to immediately swap back to Claire and turn around and start fighting. So for Claire, you want to have the crouching shot bonus so she gets more attack power off the shotgun. And take out these two guys, then throw the exploding bottle, then reload. And I foolishly waste some shots here, not sure if that thing's dead or not. This is another RNG heavy area. If these guys all swarm, too many at one time, you won't be able to deal with them, and your run's going to be over right there. So it takes about 30 seconds total for Moira to get both of these planks off, and since you're in countdown mode, you have the timer right there, which makes it a little bit easier to see. You also want to be Moira for this section anyways, because you're going to abuse the two characters' different stamina meters again. You're going to run as Moira, go to a gate, swap to Claire, jump a bridge, and then swap back to Moira.
Well, fuck that place very much. Where do you think we are?
Said the poor lost soul as she lamented her fate.
Ugh! Again with these stupid bracelets.
Who are you? I want answers.
I am the Overseer. Fear requires an audience and a conductor.
Overseer.
You must go to the Vasek, where life begins.
What do you want from us?
Nice. Real nice.
Claire, look! Over there!
So this cutscene up here requires you to be Claire to jump the bridge, and prior to that there's this little, I guess, jump scare where a plank on the bridge will fall down, but if you just hug the right side of the bridge it won't happen and you can skip it.
Fuck you.
So after that you just swap back to Moira since your stamina meter is going to be a little bit higher than Claire's, and then you just run to the end of the game, and that's it. This total time is about 9 minutes, 9 seconds,
This isn't your fault.
and I made a lot of mistakes, so I could
Also,
probably be cut
very
down to maybe
confused
8:30, 8:40 hopefully.
Giant bitches and moans and granny.